What's going on? So you actually have the three of Michael, five of Gabriel, and then you also have, excuse me, the Queen of Gabriel here. So what you've got going on for you, um, um, okay. So what I'm seeing here is that like you're dealing with, you basically are dealing head on with, whatever you. How do I say this? Like you're dealing with whatever kind of heartbreak that you feel. This is a sense that you're not really running away from it, because it's not something to run away from. You don't take certain situations seriously, right? And because of that fact, um, um, you're better off because of it, honestly. Like you don't sweat it, right? I was just in a situation where I, I told this person, I was like, hey, let me get your number. Person was like, nah, I don't want to give out my number. I'm like, all right, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. The person was like, what's up? What's going on? That let me know the person likes me. But the situation with that is, you feel me? I'm trying to get to where it is that I want to get to. If the person's saying no, it is what it is at this point. But again, it is what it is, right? So the person was like, wow, what's up? I was like, okay, because you seem cool. Then they said, oh nah, you can talk to me here. I said, okay, cool. Have yourself a good one. I told him, I told the individual, I said, I told the individual, I said, look, I said, don't worry about it. I said, okay, don't worry about it. Have yourself a good one. And that's that. And they said, and the person said, I'm not gonna say names, but the person said, okay, you too, friend. That let me know what type of time it is with them. So that's why it is that you shouldn't sweat it. Because it's not meant to be sweat over, really. It's something where these individuals, they're, whoever it is that you feel this kind of way for, they're in the game. Like I've been telling y'all for the longest time, because it's the truth. And guess what they're doing? They're not going to be prosperous being in the game, because the game doesn't love anybody. Doesn't matter how they think. The game doesn't like or love anybody. You can't get to know some, because a person, because this is what I'm talking about, right? Because of the Ace of Gabriel and the Two of Gabriel here, right? These, okay, cool. My dog already knew what type of time it was. She left. So the Ace of Gabriel and the Two of Gabriel. These two cards here basically represents how you're basically in a position where you're, like I said, you're dealing with it. But I'm trying to explain to you why it's a good thing that you're actually confronting it head on. It's because most people are in the game. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. Most people are in the game. Um, Off of the stuff that I heard last night, this just furthermore confirms what it is that I already was telling you about, that most people are in the game, and that when a person is dealing with a person who is not in the game, it look odd to them because they're not playing games, because they're not in the game. They're doing their thing. And if they say no, then it's a no, right? They're not, and this is how a lot of misconceptions happen. You want me to persist even though you said no. Yikes. You understand what I'm saying? And so the situation with that is, it's the same for you. They're making a mistake. And they know that those individuals that you stop talking to are making a mistake. That's why they look stupid. Because I'm telling you, they're gonna come back to you after perusing and paranging and doing their thing all over the place, wherever it is that they doing. And when I say their thing, I mean like looking for validation in other places that they know is a waste of time, and then they're gonna end up calling you again. But at that time, it's like you gonna look at them like they are goofy, and they are, because they didn't have to do all that. They could have stayed right there with you, and the two of y'all could have got along. But they didn't want to do that. They wanted to be goofy and for the streets. So the seven of Ariel and the three of of Raphael here. What's up, my love? These two cards right here, the seven of Ariel speaks about how, you know, your life is good without them. It's just that as of right now, you just got to basically understand that, because a lot of you right now are trying to figure out, well, what's going on, right? Like what is going on? I'm telling y'all what's going on. Most people are in the game. You gotta take your ego out of it. Most people are playing a game. You know that most people are playing the game when you respect their personal boundaries. And it's like, why are you getting upset that I'm respecting your personal boundaries? If you say no, the answer is no, right? But that lets you know that they want you to continue to be persistent and insistent even after they've said no. And this is where the waters get murky. This is where things get obscure, because what kind of a person wants you to keep chasing after them after they've said no? That's where things can end up not going right. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying they're not ready for a person like y'all who don't play the game, right? They're going to be the same people coming back time later, a month down the line, 6 months down the line, somewhere around there. And I'm telling you, they're gonna look stupid. They're gonna contact you, reach out, and then y'all are gonna be like, nah, because they're estranged at that point. You know how much time then went ahead and passed by? And so the three of Raphael here, watch my words. The three of Raphael here represents how you're in a position where, and so you have a support system, right? Like your life is good, and the leap of faith, you are looking elsewhere. It's just that for okay, that's good. It's just that for y'all just thought it was odd how they playing this game because it's goofy, and you're right. And so the six of Gabriel here and the 10 of Ariel, the six of Gabriel and the 10 of Ariel right here speaks about how you're moving on. You're getting up on out of there. You know, you're getting out of there. You're basically handling your business and getting to know other people slowly, right? And the 10 of Ariel represents, because you have way more self-respect than that. And right, you should. Because there's nothing that you did that was wrong. It's them about to look stupid, truth be told, because of the games that they're playing. So let's clarify the 10 of Ariel. Excuse me. You have the Four of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and then you have the 10 of Pentacles, right? To clarify the 10 of Ariel, which is basically the 10 of Pentacles anyway. So these three cards right here, Four of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands, speaks about how, you know, in a short amount of time, you're not going to care about thinking about them. It's not about you thinking about them. It's about you getting over and processing, you know what I'm saying? So this situation, so that you don't have to get to know someone brand new, right? Fresh new face in front of you. And then you figure, okay, you got to say certain things or whatever in order to, you know, you saying certain things, you catch yourself saying certain things specifically that is not right for a relationship and all of that. And so the situation with that is that, so now you're in a place where you want things to go as easily as possible. You want to find someone who's not in the game. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Best way to find someone who's not in the game is to really just check to see if they're in the game or not. How do you do that? Well, you gotta just experience. You know, you'll get clues on if they're, because people who are not playing the game, they're actually going to be in a relationship with you. And they're not going to do this weird, like, merry-go-round thing, you know, like what I talked about at the beginning of the reading or any of that stuff, right? And so the situation with that is that the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles here is about how a lot of you are in a place, a lot of you are in a position where you're having much fun. So there's not a lot of like complaining. You have a good community around you, whether it's your own family members or, you know, friends. You have a good life. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like y'all are like thing. You know, it's just that you care about this person, right? Like you're not dysfunctional. You cared about this person. So of course you're gonna take a little bit of time to get over it, deal with what you got going on. But you already are getting over it, though. You're already putting yourself out there, getting to know brand new people, right? Like I said, it's just that that's the catch-22 of getting to know people one by one, is that the majority of people are in the game. Like you could, like, again, once you get to know, once you understand what's going on, once you become okay with resistance, you develop the eyes for it, right? Once again, to kind of give you an example of what I'm talking about, if the person didn't want me talking to them, the person would have been like, nah, I'm not into you like that. I'm not into you like that. Or the person essentially wouldn't want to engage with you, and the person would be consistent, right? They would be serious in their life. Most people are not serious in their life. Most people are playing the game. So a lot of the times you could try to get to know somebody and they'll tell you no. And this is how you know that they playing the game, because when you go off and you say, okay, you're going to go holler at somebody else, get to know somebody else, and then they're still trying to contact you, or they get jealous of the person whom you talking to, right? And then it's like, but I thought, right, they didn't like you like that. Of course they like you like that, but they're in the game. So with them, things is dysfunctional, right? Things are dysfunctional. The best bet is to accept the friendship. Same thing when it comes to you. What this person is doing is they're demonstrating to you why they're not a good mate to be with like that, or to take seriously. So peep game. They can't be taken seriously. So the next time they come back, they reach out to you, you understand now what it is. You can't take these people seriously. So now when you don't, of course, they're going to be like, well, what's going on? Da, 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 da. But they'll know it deep down themselves why you can't take them seriously, because they know what it is that they're doing. And so what I'm trying to tell you right here is you have a good support system around you. Your life is great. They're the ones who's missing out. They're the ones that's going to contact you. There's no real reason why y'all should even be thinking about, but I get it, right? I'm not going to, get at y'all. I get it. It's because you're not a robot. And, you still have feelings, and there's nothing wrong with that. So let's clarify the leap of faith. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I get it. So the leap of faith, right, is the Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and then you have the Seven of Cups, right? So the leap of faith is trying to look elsewhere, trying to get to know other people, right? Romantically, see what's going on. The Nine of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and and the Three of Wands here speaks about how the situation with them is you are leaving behind these individuals because you understand that your life is great. And so you're looking forward, not behind you. The Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups here, y'all want to create a family with someone. But at the same time, some of you may figure maybe you may just get to know different people at the same time or all at once, but be honest about the situation. So, which is the best policy in the first place. A lot of the times people are not really transparent about that, on either side. And that's what creates such a stupid situation to pop up, because then you can start to kind of put things into place which makes sure that you're safe, right? Like if the two of you confirm to each other, hey, you're seeing other people, I'm seeing other people, that's all right. But then at the same time, if that's the case though, now it's a situation where, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you feel me? You feel what I'm saying? And so now it's a situation where, like I said, they're going to come back to you. But at this point in time, you're probably going to be with somebody else or not emotionally attached to them anymore. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We're at 29,270 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all, so you can be notified whenever it is that I drop my videos. Peace.